What's up, Star Squad? It's Starlight out in the morning, and today's video is going to be kind of like an update on my experiences with the goddess Freyja. So, as some of you might know, she is one of my patron deities. Freyja and Nyx are my patron deities. I don't work with or have a patron god of any kind. I only have those two wonderful ladies, so I don't have any more correspondences. I don't have any more stories or information about her really, but I am going to share some of my experiences, so that's what this video is about. So, Freyja, I've been working with her on and off for a while. Haven't really had any kind of solid thing with her until I found out that she was one of my patron deities. So she came to me a while ago and was kind of like, this is something that I think I can help you with. Let's work on this together and then we'll see kind of where this connection goes. So I had not done pretty much any research whatsoever into any kind of Norse mythology or Icelandic mythology or anything like that, anything heathen, I suppose. I'd not done any research into anything like that before. I was pretty much solely on it with the Greek gods and goddesses and a little bit dipping in there with the Celtic stuff, but I'd done no research on the Norse stuff whatsoever. And then Freyja came to me and was like, maybe you should find out a bit more about me so that you don't piss me off, and let's work together, basically. So doing that for a while, on and off, was more working with Nyx, who I'll go into again in a bit in another video. But yeah, have worked more solidly with Freyja since I found out she was my patron deity. Now, the kinds of things that I do, I do tend to ask her for quite a lot, but I will always, again, offer something back. So, say if I say, hey Freyja, help me have a good day, I will kind of sing a little song or something as an offering in return. I don't like to give physical offerings that much because I do kind of feel like it's wasteful, especially if I can't repurpose it in some way. So with food and drink and stuff like that, I don't feel like I can drink it because it's not mine. I gave it to them, so to drink it afterwards would be like, here, have this, haha, joking. That's kind of what that feels like to me, so I don't really like it because I have to throw it away, and I don't really like doing that. So yeah, I tend to do kind of either crystals or, I don't know, I've got some bath salts on my altar at the moment as an offering to them, but I don't tend to do physical offerings really. I kind of do singing or drawing or meditating, offering them my time and my energy, or I don't know, what do I tend to offer Freyja? I know I offer Nyx singing. I kind of tend to offer Freyja dancing really, because anytime I'm singing I'm dancing as well, so I'm kind of offering to both deities at once, I suppose. But anyway, I've got a bit of an agreement with her, so she's totally cool. But the more I find out about Freyja, the more I kind of love her, because obviously a lot of people only know her as this goddess of love, really. That's kind of all they really know about her, and she is so much more than that. She is a goddess of warriors. Obviously she's the leader of Folkvanger on the Norse tree, the Yggdrasil. Folkvanger is one of the realms, and it's where she trains, her and her Valkyries train the warriors who died in battle and are going to help them defend against Ragnarok. So that's kind of awesome. So her and her Valkyries are badass, so that's one of the reasons I like her. But yeah, she is a love deity, so she can do all of the love and lust and that type of thing. But her love style is not so much lust, it's more, I mean, there is obviously a lot of the Norsemen were very, I don't want to say animalistic because wow, but yeah, they were very much connected to the natural way of things and stuff like that. So they're not so much like, hey, I'm going to fall in love. They're very much like warriors and protectors and this kind of thing. So that's the love kind of energy that Freyja has. But I like that, so go me. But yeah, I've been doing a lot more meditations with her, and I think she's helped me figure out a lot of things about myself that I really wouldn't have been able to figure out otherwise. So she has been very, very good for me. One example of this, seeing as I'm literally just saying this has happened, this has happened, this has happened, I'll tell you how. One of the meditations that I did recently was just to form a deeper connection with them, because I'm kind of falling out of touch with my craft a little bit, and was starting to feel my connection to both Freyja and Nyx actually just kind of slipping. I hadn't acknowledged them as much, I haven't given as many offerings as I usually would, and I started to feel like I was kind of shutting them out. So I did a meditation to be like, no, I'm still here, I'm still open, please love me. And that went very well. So in this meditation, I basically just went to my inner realm, connected with them, and kind of explained what was going on with me to them. Like kind of one at a time, wouldn't do both at the same time. I find that kind of, unless it's something that's called for it, then I find that a little bit rude, because I'm not devoting my 100% of my attention to the one being at a time, which is what I want to do. So yeah, I was in this meditation with Freyja, and I was going through a lot of personal work, with just like feeling comfortable in my skin and being proud of myself and knowing how awesome I am and things like that, just having some like doubts of my life choices and some mistakes that I've made in the past and things like that. So I was kind of like, why did I do that? I'm stupid, blah blah blah. And she kind of helped me to realise that every step I've made is something that's going to be a step in the right direction, because it's every step that you make you're supposed to make. Even if it's a mistake, it's a lesson you're supposed to learn, and you're going to keep making that mistake until you learn it. Every step that's like good in your life is supposed to be there because it's getting you to where you're supposed to be. And realise that some of the mistakes that I've made, especially in the recent past, have been learning curves for me. So even if it's something that's like logically I should know that, but it's just because other people have told me that, like sometimes you have to go through things yourself to be able to fully learn from them. And I've been doing a lot of learning recently, so growth, woohoo! But yeah, the work that I've done with Freyja has really helped me realise that I have grown and that I have learned a lot, rather than just kind of like beating myself up for things that I've done. So she's helped me with, like, again, the love side of things, so kind of understanding my role as like a woman, a protector, a mother. I'm not a mother, I'm not pregnant, don't start commenting that, please. But like mother energy, so like being the mother of my friend and like the mother of the house and stuff like that, like being the like kind of caring protector kind of energy that I usually am. So yeah, kind of like connect with that energy rather than trying to reject it. She's also helped me with surprisingly a lot of shadow work stuff, because again there are the darker aspects to Freyja. So she's like, so yes, she is a deity of love, but she's also a deity of war, of protection, of like warriors and things like that. So there's like so much to her that's like, whew, unreal. She's amazing. So she's kind of helped me connect with those other aspects of myself as well, like, oh, I should be this, I'm supposed to be this, I'm supposed to be doing this, and like, if I do this, I'm going to be ashamed. Like, every step that you take in your journey is a step that you're supposed to take. Whether it's a failure or a success, there is no such thing as failure or success, there's just lessons to be learned and growth to be made. That's kind of what she's helped me realise recently, and that's kind of relieved a lot of stress for me, and that's been really awesome. So working with Freyja has been like one hell of a journey, really. She's definitely not the kind of person that she's understanding of certain things, and if I'm like, no, I don't feel like I can do this right now, then she'll be like, okay, we'll take a step back for a bit. But if I'm like, oh, I don't want to, then she'll be like, nah bitch, come on, we've got this, you gotta like power on, power through. So she's very much a like no bullshit type of goddess, and I love that because it pushes me a lot. And that's what we want. We want growth. We want to be pushed. We want to understand more things about ourselves and the world around us, and like the higher beings and higher energies and stuff like that. So that's good. All good stuff. So yeah, I mean, this has just basically been like a little update of my personal work with Freyja, just in case anyone was curious or wanted to know more about what it was like to work with her. Hope I've answered any questions you might have, I suppose. And yeah, I believe that wraps up this video. So be unapologetically you, no shame. That comes from me and Freyja, and I will see you in the next one.